Hey YouTube, this is Wyatt at Main Meadow Sanctuary. Today we're going to be doing a little 20-volt battery conversion on this Power Wheel car. It's the John Deere Gator. We picked it up on the road for free. The city had one of those trash days where everyone throws whatever they don't want out on the curb, so we found this. I was like, this is pretty cool. I bet we could get this up and running. So, first thing you do is you test both your motors. Make sure they're working, make sure they're hooked up right, and one wheel's going in the opposite direction. Most of these Power Wheel cars only have one motor though. This one happens to have two, so some extra speed on this one. So I tested the motors with the original battery that was in here. So the battery in this is stored in the front. So I pull it out, you can see this thing. It originally had the terminal hookups that just clipped into here. There's also a fuse on the positive. Apparently the fuse is bad and that was the issue, so I just cut the fuse off. Just cut the fuse off here, then just wired it to the battery and it works. But these batteries aren't the greatest. They're old, not very efficient. Charge time varies. But anyways, if you want more power, and just to keep it simple, if you have an extra one of these lithium ion batteries, which I do, because I bought the DeWalt chainsaw and didn't work anymore, stopped working on me. So I have this extra battery around now. All my other power tools are Craftsman, so we're gonna hook this battery up to it today. Hopefully get some more power out of it. So I'm gonna do this with the least amount of tools and I guess effort as possible. So let me position this a little better here. So we'll get this right here. Got the battery. I just grab electrical tape and pliers. So I am going to try to get this as flat as possible. So on these batteries, let me move it to the camera so you guys can see. So you'll be able to look at this. You'll be able to see where there's a couple extra holes that you're not going to use here. But you'll be able to see the letters might vary on it. But in this case, this one has a B positive here. So this will be your positive, then a B negative, and this is going to be your negative when you're hooking up. So red is in most cases always the positive. So we're going to stick that on in the positive spot. And then we got the blue here. This is the negative. So we're going to stick that in there. So we're wired up now. I got my electrical tape. So I'm just going to throw some electrical tape down on here so that it holds good. Honestly, there's better ways to do it. I've seen people get the actual where you hook it up to that piece, like off of the tool, and you can wire it on there. I'm sure DeWalt sells that separately, and it's not that much. But just for the sake of time and money, we're just going to do it this way. I mean, I can always throw some more electrical tape on there in between charge times. We're going to get that on there. We don't want it coming off when the kids are driving it, bouncing around. Make sure I throw enough. Another nice thing that you'll notice with these batteries is they pack a lot of power in there and they're light. They're very light. So it's going to be at least a third of the weight of this big heavy thing. I've also hooked up a 12-volt car battery to this thing, and it will power it, and it will power it enough to drive it even with the 80-pound car battery in the trunk. Now it's not going to go as fast, but your run time's going to be probably a few days if you were running it straight with one of those car batteries. So we got it nice and wired up here. Nice taped up. We're going to tuck it in here. Tuck it in there nice. Put this front plate back on here. Okay. So take that away. Get that out of the way. Guys back. We'll see. Show you guys the motors. I'm gonna Give it a little gas. Just make sure we're going. Now we're gonna get a kid to come and test drive it. Hey, who's gonna come drive this thing? And close the thing up here. Try not to pinch any points. Hey, I need a kid to come and drive this. Come test this out. One of you. Give her the juice. Remember, the foot pedal's a little temperamental. You gotta push low on the pedal. Okay, so the issue we were having for that second, and we needed to change drivers, was the kids had the pedal, the shifter. This one actually has a gear shifter on here, and they had it in the wrong position. So now we should be good to go on full power. Hey, keep bumping the shifter. There we go. Give it the juice, Lincoln. No.
No, that bumps into this, though.
Go, give it the juice. Gotta keep your foot down on that pedal. Oh, Bryce, hold on, don't fall out. Keep going like that. Don't hit the stroller with the baby in it. Okay, we're good. And that is how you do the conversion. It's really a lot simpler than I made it. I just came into little issues that I didn't fix earlier, which is tightening up the connections on the motors and having a better connection from the battery to the motors. So just make sure it's connected good. I mean, the only harm that's going to come of it is you're going to be messing with it a lot more. But yeah, just make sure that your motors are connected good and you're not pulling backwards, because if you connect the motors in the wrong direction, you'll have one tire spinning one way and the other tire spinning the other way. Yeah, we're gonna get it. So, yep, we'll get a better connection on this and then it'll work fine, but just to let you guys know, it's really not too complicated. Yep, see, here we go. Just this keeps sliding out of there. So just, probably just gonna put on some sort of metal thing like on the other one, and then it'll just stick in there better. But I mean, all it is just reconnecting it into that positive port. Just make sure you are connecting into the positive with the positive and the negative with the negative here. Yeah, Dad needs to make a better connection on here. But yeah, this battery is gonna run for a lot longer than it would normally. But yeah, we'll go and we'll
probably about at least an hour.
Fix this later. It'll run longer than that. It's a very efficient battery because it's a lithium battery. Anywho, you guys don't forget to subscribe, follow us on our channel, and we will be putting out more content as the content comes. And Bentley's currently working on singing songs, so we're going to be uploading some of his songs. He's singing and writing songs and learning to play the mandolin. So don't forget to subscribe, join our Facebook group, and thank you guys for watching.